Do you have frozen shoulder? Frozen shoulder sucks. In this video, I'm going to explain what frozen shoulder is and my top 5 exercises to help. Frozen shoulder is a very difficult diagnosis. It affects people's daily life and also makes the shoulder very hard to get into various positions throughout the day. Most people with frozen shoulders feel stuck because they're not sure what to do to help fix it, and their shoulder's stuck in these positions, and it really affects their quality of life. How do I know this? Because I'm Dr. Joey Seyforth, owner of Comeback Performance and Wellness, where we've helped over 1,000 people around the world overcome shoulder injuries such as frozen shoulder, rotator cuff tears, and more through our online one-on-one coaching platform. In this episode, we're going to go over what frozen shoulder is and the top 5 exercises to help fix it. Let's get into it. To start, what the heck even is frozen shoulder? Frozen shoulder has another name called adhesive capsulitis. Basically, what this means is an inflammation of the shoulder capsule, bounding everything down and preventing you from moving your shoulder into a bunch of different motions. The 2 most common motions that are affected by frozen shoulder are abduction and external rotation. Abduction is basically bringing your arm out to the side like an angel, all the way bringing your bicep to your ear. External rotation is bringing our shoulder out into that motion that we would throw a baseball or get under a barbell, such as for getting ready for a back squat. Both of these movements are extremely common in daily life and also at the gym. Other motions of the shoulder are also affected as well with frozen shoulder. The inability to get your shoulder into these various positions has a negative impact on daily life and can also lead to other areas such as depression and not being able to be as active as you used to be. Now that we've gone over what frozen shoulder is, check out my 5 favorite exercises to help. The first 3 exercises can be completed with a PVC pipe, broomstick, golf club, baseball bat. Anything that resembles that will work fine just for those exercises. The first exercise is called Dowel Abduction. On the affected side, you're going to keep an open palm and place the end of the PVC pipe on it. Next, you're going to use the other arm holding onto the PVC pipe to push the opposite shoulder into abduction motion. If you're doing this motion and it's not getting very far or it's causing a lot of pain, this is totally fine. Simply move your arm into a 45-degree angle and work through this motion. This is going to significantly offload the shoulder, and it'll probably feel a lot better getting into that position and improving your mobility through it. As you're getting more motion, then you can move back into that abduction position and go from there. Complete 3 sets of 15 of this exercise. You do not want to force the motion or force it into pain. Work through whatever motion that you can, and repeatedly over time, this is going to get a lot better. Exercise number 2 is called Dowel External Rotation. You're going to grab that PVC pipe and you're going to have your open hand on the PVC pipe end like you did before, and using your other side to help guide the motion. From there, you're going to have your elbows by your side and you're going to move your shoulder into that external rotation position by pushing with your non-affected side, helping the motion along. You are not going to get a lot of motion with this, and this is totally okay. This is the hardest motion to get back after having frozen shoulder and takes the most time. Complete 3 sets of 15 of this exercise, hopefully having improved mobility after the first set and second set and pushing a little further into the motion. Do not force it into pain and in motions that the shoulder cannot handle. The third exercise is called Dowel Extension. You're going to be holding the PVC pipe behind your back with both hands. From there, you're going to lift your arms straight back as far as you can, using the non-affected side to help guide the other side along the way. You want to keep both shoulders and elbows as straight as possible as you're extending back. You want to hold the end range for 2 to 3 seconds, but do not force the motion. Breathe into it and go with whatever feels comfortable. Once again, complete 3 sets of 15 of this exercise, making sure that you're taking enough rest breaks in between and you're not forcing the motion. Exercise number 4 is called a Sidelying open book. You're going to lay on your side, whether it's on the bed or on the floor. You're going to tuck your knees up and you're going to start with your hands together laying on one of your sides. From there, you're going to open your hands and you're going to rotate away from the leg that's down, keeping your hips connected to the ground. As you are rotating, you want to follow your eyes with your hands so you're tying your neck into this motion. Go as far as you can and then return to the original position. Complete 2 sets of 12 on each side of this exercise. You are likely going to have mobility restrictions on one of the sides more than the other. This is completely fine and totally normal when you're having frozen shoulder or pain issues in general in the shoulder. The last exercise, and exercise number 5, is a wall slide. You're going to start by finding a wall and placing your affected hand on the wall. Using the wall, you're going to have your hand on it and slide up the wall, leaning your chest forward the higher that you get. If the wall is causing too much resistance and you can't get your shoulder into that position, use a furniture slider. Place your hand on the furniture slider and complete the same motion, reaching up into shoulder flexion and leaning forward. You do not want to force this motion. Same thing with all the other exercises. As you're sliding up the wall, you might feel your shoulder blade in the back moving, and this is exactly what we're trying to do. We're trying to free up the shoulder blade area and the shoulder to provide as much mobility as possible to get into better positions. Opening up the shoulders and improving shoulder blade upward rotation can significantly offload the shoulder and give you more freedom to move it. Complete 4 sets of 10 of this exercise. Let's summarize all 5 of those exercises that we're doing to address the frozen shoulder issues. With the dowel, we have dowel abduction, external rotation, and extension. Then we're going to get on our side on the floor and complete sidelying, open books. Lastly, we're going to follow that up with a wall slide on the wall, using a furniture slider if needed to help add more pressure on the wall and getting your arm up higher. These 5 exercises are a great starting point for many with shoulder pain issues and also frozen shoulder in general, but this is not the permanent fix. This is a starting point. There are a lot more progressions to go through to allow your shoulder to move in all these different directions and positions and not have pain or restrictions with it. The first step in addressing your frozen shoulder and fixing it long term is setting up an online shoulder assessment, where we're going to go through different mobility screens, neural testing, and more to figure out what the root cause of your shoulder issues are and build a game plan to fix it for good. If you are finally ready to get rid of this frozen shoulder and get your life back, text me the word pain to 720-710-4371 to get a tailored step-by-step approach to eliminate this frozen shoulder, return all your motion, and give you your life back. Do this right now so you don't miss the opportunity to fix the shoulder pain and frozen shoulder for good, give you your life back, and take out all the guesswork that you might have been doing over the last few months or years. After you guys reach out, please like and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to put out as much shoulder content as I possibly can to provide as much value to everybody that needs it. If you have any specific questions or you want any specific content, either send me a message on my Instagram handle at shoulder.comeback or leave a comment on one of my YouTube videos. I respond to all my comments and I want to help you guys out as much as possible. At Comeback Performance and Wellness, our motto is simple. We're trying to help 1 million people around the world eliminate shoulder pain, avoid unnecessary imaging, surgeries, or injections, and get their lives back. At Comeback Performance, the comeback is always stronger than the setback.